Mars. Mars has two moons, Phobos and Deimos, both small, irregular, and likely formed from captured asteroid debris. Phobos is the more dangerous of the two. It orbits Mars at a distance of about 3,700 miles, making it the closest moon to its planet in the entire solar system. Because of this, it appears unusually large in the Martian sky, rising and setting multiple times in a single day. Its surface is heavily covered in deep grooves and massive impact craters. The largest, Stickney crater, is so large that it nearly shattered the entire moon. These fractures suggest Phobos has been under extreme stress for millions of years. Phobos is slowly spiraling inward and is expected to either break apart into a ring system or crash into Mars within about 50 million years. Deimos, on the other hand, is smaller and smoother. It orbits at around 14,600 miles and appears as a faint, distant object with far fewer surface features and almost no large-scale fractures. Temperatures on both moons range from about minus 220 degrees Fahrenheit to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, depending on sunlight exposure. If a human stood on Phobos, the extremely low gravity would make movement unpredictable. Even a small jump could send you drifting into space, and the lack of atmosphere would cause immediate exposure to vacuum and radiation. Jupiter. Jupiter has over 90 moons, but the most extreme and dangerous are Io and Europa. Io orbits Jupiter at about 262,000 miles and is the most volcanically active body in the solar system. Its surface is constantly reshaped by intense volcanic eruptions caused by tidal forces from Jupiter's massive gravity. Temperatures near volcanic regions can exceed 2,900 degrees Fahrenheit, while other areas drop below minus 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Massive lava flows, sulfur clouds, and constant eruptions make the surface extremely unstable and continuously changing. Radiation levels around Io are extremely high due to Jupiter's powerful magnetic field, making it one of the most hostile environments known. Europa, orbiting at about 417,000 miles, is covered in a thick icy crust. Beneath this frozen surface lies a vast global ocean of liquid water. Surface temperatures average around minus 260 degrees Fahrenheit, and the ice is cracked into shifting plates, indicating movement beneath the surface and possible internal heat activity. If a human were exposed here, intense radiation would damage cells within minutes, and the extreme cold would rapidly freeze bodily fluids, leading to unconsciousness almost instantly. Saturn. Saturn has more than 140 moons, but the most fascinating are Titan and Enceladus. Titan orbits at around 759,000 miles and is the only moon in the solar system with a dense atmosphere. This atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen, along with methane clouds and thick hydrocarbon haze. It has lakes, rivers, and seas, not of water, but of liquid methane and ethane, making it one of the most Earth-like yet alien environments. Surface temperatures are around minus 290 degrees Fahrenheit, and the thick atmosphere creates a dim orange sky with extremely low visibility. Enceladus orbits at about 148,000 miles and is covered in bright reflective ice. It is geologically active, ejecting massive geysers of water vapor and ice particles into space. Temperatures can drop to minus 330 degrees Fahrenheit, but internal heat sources create subsurface oceans beneath the icy crust. If exposed, a human would freeze almost instantly, and the lack of oxygen and pressure would lead to rapid unconsciousness. Uranus. Uranus has 27 moons, with Miranda and Titania being the most unusual. Miranda orbits at about 80,000 miles and has one of the strangest surfaces ever observed. It appears fragmented, as if it was shattered and reassembled over time. The terrain includes massive cliffs, deep fractures, and layered structures. One of its cliffs, Verona Rupes, drops nearly 12 miles, making it the tallest known cliff in the solar system. Titania, the largest moon of Uranus, orbits at around 271,000 miles. Its surface is marked by long canyons and fault lines, likely formed by internal expansion and geological activity. Temperatures on these moons drop below minus 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and there is no atmosphere to retain heat or provide protection from radiation. If a human were there, exposed tissue would freeze within seconds, and the vacuum conditions would cause rapid decompression and loss of consciousness. Neptune. Neptune has 14 moons, but the most extreme is Triton. Triton orbits Neptune at about 220,000 miles and is unique because it moves in the opposite direction of Neptune's rotation, suggesting it was captured from deep space. Surface temperatures average around minus 391 degrees Fahrenheit, making it one of the coldest places in the solar system. Despite this, Triton is geologically active. Nitrogen geysers erupt from its surface, sending material miles into space and constantly reshaping the terrain. The surface is covered in frozen plains, ridges, and active regions, influenced by internal heat and pressure. Over time, Triton is slowly moving closer to Neptune and may eventually break apart, forming a ring system. If a human stood on Triton, the extreme cold would freeze the body almost instantly, and the lack of atmosphere would cause immediate loss of consciousness. Earth. Earth has one natural moon. It orbits at an average distance of about 238,855 miles and plays a critical role in stabilizing Earth's rotation and controlling ocean tides. The surface temperature ranges from about 260 degrees Fahrenheit during the day to minus 280 degrees Fahrenheit at night due to the lack of atmosphere. The moon has no atmosphere, meaning there is no protection from solar radiation or micrometeorites. Its surface is covered in fine dust, impact craters, and rocky terrain, with gravity about 1/6 of Earth's. The environment is silent, exposed, and extremely harsh, despite its proximity to Earth. If a human were exposed without protection, they would lose consciousness within seconds due to lack of oxygen, and extreme temperatures would quickly damage the body. Pluto. Pluto has 5 known moons, with Charon being the largest and most significant. Charon orbits Pluto at a distance of about 12,200 miles and is unusually large compared to Pluto, making the system behave almost like a binary pair. Both Pluto and Charon are tidally locked, meaning they always face each other. Surface temperatures are around minus 364 degrees Fahrenheit, and the terrain consists of frozen plains, deep canyons, and icy rock formations. There is no atmosphere, and sunlight is extremely weak due to the vast distance from the sun. The environment remains extremely cold, dark, and stable over long periods. If a human were exposed here, the extreme cold and vacuum would cause instant freezing and rapid loss of consciousness.